Hello and welcome. My name is Emma. Today we are going to talk about something extremely powerful. Think in English. Now, not tomorrow, not next year, not after learning more grammar. Now.
Hello, my name is Daniel. Honestly, this topic feels difficult to me. I can read English, I can understand some English, but thinking in English feels impossible.
That is exactly how most learners feel in the beginning, and that is completely normal.
Sometimes I try to think in English, but after a few seconds, my brain goes back to my own language.
That happens because your brain is following an old habit.
Habit?
Yes. For many years, your brain has been trained to think in one language. So when you suddenly force English, your brain feels uncomfortable.
That makes sense.
But listen carefully. Your brain can learn new patterns.
Really?
Absolutely. The human brain is powerful. It changes through repetition.
So thinking in English is a skill?
Exactly. It is not magic, it is training.
Honestly, many people think fluent speakers are naturally talented.
Most fluent speakers were once beginners.
Really?
Of course. Many fluent speakers once translated every sentence slowly in their mind.
Just like me.
Exactly. But one day, they stopped translating so much and started thinking directly in English.
That is what I want.
And you can do it too.
But how do I start?
Start small.
Small?
Very small. Don't start with difficult sentences. Start with simple thoughts.
Like what?
I am tired. I am hungry. I need water. I am going outside. This food is delicious.
Those sentences feel easy.
Exactly, because your brain learns faster through simplicity.
Sometimes I think I need advanced vocabulary first.
That is one of the biggest mistakes. Fluency does not begin with difficult words.
It begins with simple thinking.
That changes my mindset.
Good. Imagine a child learning language. Children don't begin with complex grammar.
They start with simple words.
Exactly. Food, water, want, go.
So beginners should think simply too.
Absolutely. Simple thinking creates natural fluency.
Another problem, I translate everything in my head.
That is very common. Many learners do this. First, they think in their language. Then, they translate into English. Then, they speak slowly.
Yes, that is exactly what happens to me.
And that is why speaking feels heavy and stressful.
So translation slows fluency.
Exactly. Translation creates delay.
Then how do I stop translating?
Stop trying to create perfect sentences.
Meaning?
Think directly in simple English.
Example?
Don't think, I need to translate this perfectly. Just think, I am sleepy. The weather is hot. I like this song.
That feels more natural.
Exactly. The goal is speed and comfort, not perfection.
Another thing, sometimes my mind becomes blank.
That happens because your brain is waiting for translation.
So my brain pauses.
Exactly. But when you train direct thinking, your response becomes faster.
That sounds powerful.
It is very powerful. Thinking in English changes everything.
Why?
Because fluency is not only about speaking. Fluency begins inside the mind.
Wow.
If your mind becomes comfortable with English, your mouth follows naturally.
That sentence feels important.
Because many people train only speaking, but real fluency starts in the brain.
How can I practice daily?
Use your daily life.
Daily life?
Yes.
When you wake up, think in English. I need to get up. I feel sleepy. I should drink water.
Oh, so daily routines become practice.
Exactly. When you eat, think in English. This food is spicy. I am hungry. This tea is hot.
That feels very practical.
Because English should become part of normal life.
Another thing, sometimes I forget words.
That is normal. Never stop thinking because of one missing word.
Then what should I do?
Use simple replacement words.
Example?
If you forget refrigerator, you can think, the place where food stays cold.
So communication continues.
Exactly. Fluency is flexibility.
Honestly, I always thought fluent people know every word.
No one knows every word.
Really?
Even native speakers forget words sometimes.
That makes me feel better.
Good. Perfection is not the goal. Communication is the goal.
Another problem, I feel shy speaking English alone.
Many learners feel that way.
Sometimes I feel strange talking to myself.
But speaking alone is one of the best practices.
Really?
Absolutely, because there is no fear, no pressure, no judgment.
That is true.
You can practice freely.
What should I talk about?
Anything. Your room, your day, your plans, your food, your dreams.
Dreams?
Yes, speaking about dreams creates emotional connection with English
That sounds deep.
because language becomes stronger when emotions are involved.
Another thing, can listening help me think in English?
Very much. Listening is extremely important
Why?
because your brain learns patterns through listening, sentence patterns, pronunciation patterns, thinking patterns.
So listening changes the brain?
Exactly. The more English you hear, the more natural English feels.
Sometimes I listen to English podcasts.
That is excellent practice.
Even if I don't understand everything?
Yes, understanding grows slowly.
Sometimes I become frustrated.
Every learner feels frustrated sometimes.
But frustration is part of growth.
Really?
Yes, growth feels uncomfortable.
That is true.
Your brain is building new pathways.
New pathways.
Exactly. Every time you think in English, your brain becomes stronger.
Even if my English is simple?
Especially then. Simple thinking creates strong foundations.
Another thing, sometimes I compare myself with fluent speakers online.
That is dangerous. You are comparing your beginning to someone else's years of practice.
That sentence feels very real.
Because social media hides the struggle. People show fluent speaking, but not the years of mistakes behind it.
So I should focus on my own progress.
Exactly. Compare yourself with yesterday, not with others.
Another question, how long does it take to think in English naturally?
That depends on consistency.
Consistency again.
Always consistency. Small daily practice changes the brain over time.
So daily habits matter more than long study sessions.
Absolutely. 10 minutes daily is powerful.
Many people wait for perfect study time.
And that is why they never start.
True.
English grows through action.
Honestly, I feel more hopeful now.
Good, because thinking in English is possible for anyone.
Anyone?
Anyone who practices consistently.
Another thing, sometimes I feel mentally tired after English practice.
That is normal. Your brain is working hard.
So tiredness means growth?
Often, yes. Mental exercise also creates fatigue.
That makes sense.
Let me give you a powerful exercise.
Okay.
Walk around your room and describe everything in English.
Everything?
Yes, this is my bed. This is my chair. My laptop is on the table. The window is open.
That sounds easy and practical.
Exactly. Real English practice should connect to real life.
Another challenge. Sometimes I know English, but fear stops me.
Fear stops many people.
Fear of mistakes, fear of embarrassment.
But remember this, mistakes are proof of practice.
That is powerful.
Silent people do not improve. Active learners improve.
So speaking badly is better than silence?
Absolutely. Broken English can improve. Silent English cannot.
Wow.
Let me tell you one final truth. Your future fluent self already exists.
Really?
Yes, every practice session, every simple sentence, every English thought is slowly creating that future version of you.
That feels emotional.
Because language changes lives.
Honestly, I don't just want English. I want confidence.
And English can help build that confidence.
I understand now.
So stop waiting.
Stop overthinking. Start thinking in English now.
Even if it feels uncomfortable at first.
Exactly. Growth always feels uncomfortable in the beginning.
But comfort never creates transformation.
Perfectly said.
Honestly, I feel motivated to practice right now.
Then start today. Think simple thoughts. Speak simple sentences. Practice daily.
And slowly, English will feel natural.
Exactly. One day, you will suddenly realize something amazing. You are no longer translating. You are simply thinking.
Thinking in English naturally.
Yes. And that moment will change your confidence forever.
I cannot wait for that day.
And that day is coming. If you enjoyed this conversation, like this video, Subscribe to the channel and practice English with us every single day.
Keep speaking, keep thinking, and never stop learning.
Your English mind is growing stronger every day. Now keep going.